Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's class. So today we will be focusing on more leg strength stuff. You don't need anything, but if you would like to use some blocks or you like to be next to a wall or a chair just to help catch that balance, then feel free to do whatever you need to do. And I will meet you standing at the top of the mat, about feet hip width distance apart. Placing the left hand onto the belly, right hand onto the heart. Close down the eyes. Soft bend into the knees. We'll just take this quick brief moment to set ourselves and arrive onto the mat and into this room. Right away, start to find your rhythm of the breath as you inhale through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And as you start to find your nice equal breath, keep pressing into the four corners of the feet, start to stand a little bit taller. Plug in into your feet, plug in the feet into your mat, pull the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Rolling the shoulders back and down, nice proud chest. And slightly draw the belly button in and down. Go a little bit longer along your sideways as you draw the last three ribs in together and then send it down. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Nice long exhales through the nose. And then whenever you're ready, gently blink the eyes open. Keep the feet about hip width distance apart. As you inhale, reach the arms nice and high. And then as you exhale, fold forwards. Hands can be wherever feels good. As you inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, fold forward. Press down the legs. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Let's do two more like that. As you inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, fold forward. Press down the legs. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, fold all the way back down. One last time as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And press down the feet. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Reach the arms up. And as you exhale, this time hands together, heart center. Nice and strong your right leg as you hug your left knee in. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's come into a warrior three. Keeping the hip points facing forwards. You can take whatever variation you like. So hands together. I like to tend to do arms by your side, full warrior three, arms reaches forward or even to the ground or to a block. Take a full breath in as you keep bending into your front leg, get the belly to touch the thigh, and then as you exhale, tap your left toes down. Extend into your front leg, warrior three, pull your right hip back, left hip down, and then as you exhale, bend into your front leg, tap your left toes down. Two more like that. As you inhale, lift, exhale, bend and tap. One last time as you inhale, lift nice and strong in the outer glute. And as you exhale, bend and tap. This time, hover your left toes behind you. Pull your right knee back behind you a little bit more. Take a full breath in. Exhale, tap your left toes down. Arrive into your high lunge. Wide base, arms reaches up. Have a slight shorter lunge so that you can bend into the back knee. And it's underneath, roughly underneath the hip, 90-90. Hands again can arrive wherever feels good. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, we'll tip it down halfway. Both legs extend, torso halfway. Rebend into the legs, shoulders on top of the hips, and then lean it forward, both legs straight. Rebend and straighten. Rebend and then straighten. Let's just do one last one as good measure. So we rebend and then hold halfway, pause. Pull your right hip back, left hip goes forward. Maybe tip it down a little bit more. Rebend, we'll meet in a 90-90 lunge. Shoulders on top of the hip, tiny pulses up and down, up and down, up and down. Check that the front knee is kept on top of the ankle, so you can always go a little bit longer if you need to. Tiny pulses, up and down, up and down. Let's go 8, 7, 6. We hinge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slight lean forwards of the chest. Keep the back knee bent as you pull your right hip back. Tiny pulses up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Try to bob up and down, not forward and back, right? Targeting into a little bit more to that front leg. Tiny pulses up and down. We go for 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4. Hinge a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Step your left foot forward. Press down that left foot. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Right knee hugs in. And then as you exhale, standing figure 4. Cross your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Maybe tap your fingertips down. Keep hinging your hips behind you, wiggle side to side, find a nice side stretch. Hopefully this feels good. And then press down the left foot, inhale as you all the way your right knee hugs in. And then as you exhale, release. Shake it out if you need to as we shift it to the other side. Hug your right knee in, nice and strong, that left leg. Take a full breath in. Exhale, take it into your warrior three. Challenge yourself, or again, if you're using it as a warm-up, maybe do happy medium. Hip points facing forwards, bend into your front leg. Send your left hip back, left knee back, tap your right toes down. I want you to do this slow, right? As you extend, come back into your warrior three. And then as you exhale, bend and tap. Because when we find things hard, we tend to rush through it, thinking that yes, because we're rushing through it, we're strong, and that's not necessarily the case. We can rush through and not have our form and not feel it in the right places. Bend into your front leg, tap the toes down. This time, keep the front leg bent, keep sending your left hip back, get out of the outer hip, right? So when we start to, again, remember, we start to fatigue, we start to sag the hip out, wrap it in, wrap that sucker in, keep the front leg bent, right toes behind you are hovering. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, tap the toes down, come into your wide base, 90-90 in the legs. Remember, I want the knee on top of the ankle. Adjust yourself, square the hips to the front, shoulders on top of the hips. Hands again can arrive wherever feels nice. As you take a full breath in, exhale, tip it down halfway, both legs straighten. Squeeze into the middle, engage into the core. As you rebend, and then tip it forward, extend. Let's do 3 more just like that as you rebend, nice and strong, and then tip it forwards and extend. One last time as you slowly rebend. Find your breath, find your balance, and then lift, and then extend, tip it down halfway, pause. Keep squeezing in towards the thighs, the inner thighs, both quads are engaged. Take a full breath in, exhale, come back into your 90-90. Shoulders on top of the hips, tiny pulses up and down, up and down, up and down. Nice, we go for 8, 7, get a little bit low if you can, 6, 5, up and down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a hinge, forward, soft bend into the back knee, pull your left hip back, right hip point goes forward. Nice slope along the spine, tiny pulses up and down, you can do it, keep breathing. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot forward, press down the foot, inhale, lift you all the way up, left knee tucks in, and then as you exhale, standing figure 4. Woo, we need that stretch. Nice, wiggle, 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 side to side. And then press down that right foot, inhale, lift you all the way up, left knee tucks in. And then as you exhale, release the foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Press down the legs, inhale, lift you all the way up, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Let's step your foot back behind you, so we're facing each other. I stepped my left foot behind, and then let's come into a goddess, a slight goddess. So you can, it doesn't really matter what you do with the arms at this point, since we're focusing on the legs. We call it what I call it a wide V in my bar classes. Remember, the knees and the toes are going in the same direction, so make sure that is correct. Inner arches, rolls up, nice and heavy in the heels. Let's go tiny pulses up and down, not forward, side to side, right? So it's an up and down of the hips, up and down of the hips. Nice pulses, nice bobs, gentle, nice and smooth, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Shoulders on top of the hips, fire up into the thighs, tiny pulses, and at the same time, can you imagine that there's a ball between the heels and you're trying to squeeze the ball to engage a little bit more into the inner thighs? Tiny pulses, let's go for 8, 7, keep breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's straighten both legs, turn your right toes in, find a little bit more length as you take it into a warrior 2. Grow long along your sideways, and again, ensuring that shoulders are on top of the hips. Nice long arms here, relax the shoulders down. Knees and the toes are going in the same direction, nice and strong in the quads. Straighten this front leg, turn your right toes out slightly. Side squat into this right leg. So as you side squat into this right leg, I want you to keep this heel grounded. So whether that means staying up high, if it's in your range of motion, then obviously you can sink all the way down. But I want this heel grounded, yeah? Use the strength of the pelvic floor in the inner thighs as you inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, front leg straightens. And as you exhale, take it back into your side lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. And as you exhale, Skandasana, side lunge. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. You got it. One last time, straighten. And then take it to your Skandasana, side lunge. And then lift all the way back up. And reset. Goddess, wide V. Tiny pulses up and down, up and down. You got it. Tiny pulses up and down, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten this left leg, turn it in. Find a little bit more length along the feet. And then we'll come into warrior two. So again, inner arches are lifted, front knee and the toes are facing forward in the same direction. Nice long waist. Let's straighten your front leg. Turn the left toes out, Skandasana side lunge towards that left leg. Keeping this heel grounded. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, front leg straightens. Exhale, take it to the back of the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back. I've lost count, but let's go lift. Warrior two. And then one last time as you straighten, take it to the back of the mat. Take it to your Skandasana. This time as you inhale, lift. Exhale, cartwheel the hands towards the front of the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Nice, pedal it out through the legs, sway into the hips. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, slide your right shin forward. Pigeon pose. Sinking down, or you can stay upright, whatever feels good for you right now. Add in a gentle swaying side to side, rock forwards and backwards, just to get a little bit more into the hips in a more active and dynamic way. Nice smooth breath. And then lift all the way up. Let's roll onto the right. And then just reach round and grab hold of your top ankle or the foot, coming into a quad stretch. And then slowly release. Let's just step it back, downward dog. Pedal it out. Through the ankles, bend into the knees. Let's go 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1. As you inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, slide your shin forwards. We land it in a pigeon pose onto the other side. So instead of having the left knee facing forwards in the middle, see if you can bring this left knee slightly towards the outside of your left hip. Don't force anything if it's not ready to be there. And then see how that changes the experience of the pose for you, the experience of the stretch for you, right? You can stay in the hands, and again, adding in that gentle movement, you can land it onto the forearms or all the way down. And don't forget, you can always use some props. And remember, the good thing about these classes is that you can do it in a split video, so you can concentrate on upper, core, lower, full body, meditation, whatnot, or you can bring everything together to make it into a full workout, or you can use it as a warm-up for another workout. You know, I've got loads of videos, some questionable videos, but they're all still good. They're all there for you. Lean into that left side and then just reach around, grab hold of your ankle or the foot. Keeping breathing. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. This time let's lift all the way up. Let's come into a straddle. Nice and wide with the legs. Roll the inner thighs up, so stay nice and tall. If you feel like you're rounding, then you can sit on top of a block or a bolster. You can stay right here. If it feels good, you can begin a 2-fold forwards. Whatever feels good, just stretch. I want to take a hinge and just stay there, honoring my body and where I'm at today. Won't stay here for too long, so just find a soft breath. Remember, the breath should stay nice and smooth. Just take one more big inhale. 4 complete exhale. And then we'll lift all the way up, cross the legs, nice comfortable seated position. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, drop the arms down, land them on top of the knees, close down the eyes. Taking a moment here to show gratitude for yourself, for being able to get onto the mat and to move with me. Bring the hands together and bow the head down. Showing love and gratitude to yourself and to this practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.